The installation of the SmarTracK track system by FG Products is pretty straightforward. What's shipped to you are two bulkhead halves and some track sections. Here we have a track section along the outer wall and another one along the outer wall here. That allows this bar that attaches to the bulkhead to slide on trolleys inside these track sections. And then at the rear, we have the rear bar, which contains the lift assist systems. So let's get started and do the first step. The first step is to install the rear bar. So what you want to do is get somebody to help you. Hold the bar up into place. We're going to figure out where exactly we want the rear bar first. We're going to pre-drill and fasten this plate here into the sidewall with the hardware that's provided. We do have multiple installation hardware kits depending on the type of trailer, the manufacturer, and everything else. So please pay attention to that. We've already pre-drilled these holes. So we're going to hold this up here. Put the screw into place and fasten it tight. We're just going to duplicate the process here on the other side. We want to make sure that we have this rear bar square to the sidewall of the trailer. The next step is to install the side track bar. And before we put it up against the wall here, we want to make sure that we have the proper number of track hangers according to the length of track system that you have put onto the track itself before you lift it up here. And we're going to take the track and we're going to slide it into the corner bracket. And then it's very important to position the track hangers at a location where you have reinforcement or a stud in the sidewall before fastening them. We want to make sure we pre-drill and fasten the proper screws. Okay, we've done the exact same here on the other side of the trailer. Installed the SmarTracK sidebar with the hanger brackets going into the sidewall. The next step will be to take the bar that attaches to the bulkhead and insert it in the track ends and move it forward. The bar that attaches to the bulkhead contains the hinges, and it also contains the trolleys out on the ends. What we want to do is lift this bar and put those trolleys with the rollers up into the track. Once that's there, the next step is to install the track stop. The track stop is just a 2-inch self-tapping screw. We've already drilled through the end of the track here. We're going to take this screw and tighten it up. This will prevent the trolleys from coming back out the end of the track. Once we do the exact same on the opposite side, it'll be complete, and we can move on to installing the bulkhead onto the bar. We've positioned the bulkhead perpendicular to the sidewalls and squeezed them tight together here so it's in a typical operating position. We want to take the bar and slide it back against the bulkhead. I've got a little marker here. I'm going to mark on the armor ply reinforcements where I want to drill the hole with a 5/16" drill bit. I also want to note that I have my partner here on the front side of this bulkhead so that he can put the nuts on the back of the bolts as I insert them. We want to make sure that we mark and drill all of the holes before we insert the bolts so we can slide this bar back. A hammer here can be helpful to clear the hole. I've got Howie on the back side there who will put nuts in the right place. ready back there. We'll start on the bottom. We want to firm these, snug the bolts up. We don't want to over tighten them. The final step for the SmarTracK installation is to install the lift assist. For today's installation, we've chosen our side rope lift assist, and it mounts to studs up here on the corner bracket. So I'm going to take these nuts off from here, and before I put it on, I want to thread the rope. So I'm going to put the rope with the wheel facing towards the rope. I'm going to put the rope through the knurled rollers like that. Place it onto the wall and tighten up the nuts. Once each of the nuts are tight, I'm going to do the same on the other side, and the installation is complete. The last thing I want to do is check the operation of the bulkhead and make sure that the lift assist is routed properly. Lift the bulkhead up here like this. Clip it into the D-ring there underneath, and I can pull the bulkhead up to the ceiling and make sure that it locks, and the installation of the SmarTracK is complete.